the toss. They will be serving first, going from left to right across your screen. Sakanoko serves, and he serves long. Steve, this match is underway.
And a good start for the Dons, getting on the board right away.
And they're up 1-0. Oh, good recovery. Frazier off the touch gives Purdue Fort Wayne an early 2-0 lead. Our keys to the game presented by Toyota. Steve?
Well, for Hawaii, they're going to want to have a high service percentage so they can make the most of their big block. And for PFW, they're going to want to be able to pass that serve so they can spread their offense around the block.
And from the left side, Keone Tim, who is a 6-foot junior from Honolulu, gets the Rainbow Warriors on the board. They now trail 2-1. Rally point scoring, points scored on every serve. Played a 25, win by 2 in sets 1 through 4. We have to go to a 5th set. You play it to 15, still have to win it by 2. Deep serve by Tim. Dietrich denied. Coming back from the right side off the touch is Sanoko, who is a 6'4" freshman out of Paris, France.
And he's quite the leaper. That's a back row attack for him, most commonly referred to as a blue, and you could see him elevate and really have a good trajectory of attack.
He throws it high in the air, clips the net, but it is does get it over. Melendez-Watts off the touch into the crowd. 3-2 Purdue Fort Wayne.
That's a great sign for the Dons to be getting offense out of Melendez-Watts out of their right side early on. Smaller left side blockers for Hawaii and very big right side blockers. So they're going to want to try and run some offense in multiple places. So that's why passing is so important. But
Melendez-Watts, tallest player on the squad at 6'10" with the serve. And there's our first really good look at Spiros Hakis, seemingly hanging in the air.
Well, I mean, he had a double block sitting on him, and boy, what an angle he just hit. We refer to that as 4-4. You don't see that as such a downward trajectory, though, on that angle. Really elevated and drove that ball across.
Guilherme Boss with his first serve of the night. Frazier over a double block, and that's rejected. Oh, nice save in the backcourt by Hernandez. Defensive return by Purdue Fort Wayne. Free ball opportunity for Hawaii. Making it count is Sakanoko.
And I think we're going to see that a few times tonight. You know, Rosenthal doing a nice job leading Sakanoko in so he can just maximize his jump and fly into it. Has the line, takes it, and bounces it.
Sakanoko came into this match with 10 kills on the young season. Hawaii has played 4 matches overall. Bryce Walker with his first kill of the night. We are tied at 4.
I really like what the Mastodons are doing early on. They've gotten a kill from Melendez-Watts. They just got a kill out of the middle by Bryce Walker. It's going to be so key. I'm going to say this multiple times tonight that they're able to spread the offense out. With a 6'9" block in Rosenthal and a huge block coming from Sakanoko, they're going to want to try and avoid the outside, you know, by going into it too much. Frazier's
first serve, and unable to get it over in 3 swipes is Hawaii. Macedon's back on top 5-4.
Good pressure applied off serve. You can get the Rainbow Warriors out of system. That's going to help. That's a good start to your possession.
Frazier has 6 service aces so far this season. Fortunately commits a service error. And that ties the set at 5 apiece. Again, we played a 25, win by 2. Now serving for Hawaii, Tread Rosenthal out of Manhattan Beach, California. Got reclassified to start his Hawaii career early. Overpass on the receive. Oh, nice save by Frazier, but we're going to have a double contact called on Bryce Walker. Got on him real fast. It was a good dig attempt by Frazier, but Sakanoko is really bringing the heat, and it'll take a couple attempts before the Dons
kind of figure that out, his trajectory of his shots. Hits sharp angles, and he hits the ball real down.
Another hard, deep serve by Rosenthal. And a little tip shot by Walker. Back and forth we go, 6-6, our first set score.
Really good pass by Melendez-Watts there. Hawaii has a really strong service. You're going to see that be a theme all night, and if Hawaii keeps their serves in, it's going to be really on the Dons passing to do what Melendez-Watts did, is give their setter a chance to run offense.
Walker, deep serve. Dietrich hit the antenna, I do believe.
Is a good run. Dietrich tried to take it line and just nick the antenna. Gap-go combination. Paul Amatz, the setter for the Dons, has done a nice job of spreading the offense out, and that was a good time to go to the outside, just a little bit too wide for the line swing.
Hawkes with his first serve. Big swing by the freshman, Caden Fosdick out of Middleton, Wisconsin.
3 kills out of the middles for the Macedons already. That's a really good sign. As long as they can keep their offense spread, they're going to be in a really good position all night.
Well, here's the freshman Andre Polomats out of Serbia. His first serve of the night. Good hustle dig. Melendez-Watts angled it over the head of 2 blockers.
Well, what a fantastic second ball. And then Watts did a nice job swinging down the line, making sure he put it in play. At best, he gets the kill. At worst, he gets an outside hands and deflection. Also, good dig by Paul Amatz, a setter for the Dons. He's been working on his defense.
Unfortunately, service error.
Speaking to Coach Peratt about 2 weeks ago, he was wanting to work on Paul Amatz's defense, and last time we saw them play here, he played really good defense, so it's nice to see come up with a big dig that they were able to convert into a kill.
Kurt Nerster is a 6'9" redshirt sophomore out of Indianapolis, serving for the first time tonight. And Frazier on the run and on the fly, pounds it down the middle.
That's another fantastic run by the Dons. The tempo of that Bick was really great. The fact that the pass was good and that the Dons have run their middle already, you could see that Guillermo Voss had to stay with Fosdick, opening up a seam.
Overpass on the receive, and Melendez-Watts puts Purdue Fort Wayne up 10-8.
You got to love the energy in the gym. You got to love the energy the Dons are bringing to the court, and you can't help but wonder if this home court advantage is going to take them through this.
That's 7th man, if you will. Dietrich, a service error. That's 3 service errors so far in this first set by Purdue Fort Wayne.
I'm okay with the aggressiveness right now by the Dons. It's been working. When they serve the ball in and they serve it aggressively, they're getting Hawaii out of system, and they're managing those out of system attacks and converting them into kills.
Another service error by Sakanoko, his second of the night. Macedon's up by 2, 11-9.
And, you know, interesting, they're back to the first rotation they started in. They're starting in rotation 4 with the setter in the front left.
Jasso at the net. Oh, Walker with the block. 12-9, Purdue Fort Wayne.
And what that does is that allows Sakanoko, who seems to have a great serve, but he's missed them both so far, be the first server, followed by Keone Thim, who's, you know, one of the fastest servers in the country, if not the fastest.
Fosdick floats it across the net. Thim. And what do we got?
We're going to have a net violation. Yep.
And that'll be on Purdue Fort Wayne.
And speaking of Keone Thim,
yes,
here he comes. He served the ball 76 miles an hour last year. It was the record for the year last year in the NCAA, and see how the Dons can handle it.
Uh-oh. Overpass on the receive, and the speed of the serve was
Yeah, you know, with a ball
there.
coming in that hot, you really want to do all you can to try and absorb it. Sometimes it's better to not pass it perfect, but with a serve like this, even pull it off to the attack line. You've got Dietrich in the back row. He can come through on a bick. You've got Melendez-Watts, and you've got Frazier all available. There we go.
That's a better receive a serve. Frazier over a triple block, and it's returned on a follow through. Mark Frazier seems to be zoned in so far here tonight.
Well, if I'm a Macedon men's volleyball player, I'm completely amped right now. You know, I mean, they've been building up to this all week.
Yes.
Get a team like Hawaii in here, get a chance to defend your home court. I'd be fired up too.
Melendez-Watts with the deep serve. Voss off a short set from Rosenthal. Brings Hawaii to within one. They trail the set 13-12.
Nice run by Rosenthal there. Good connection between Guillermo Voss, a senior, and the young 17-year-old freshman Rosenthal. It takes a lot of work to get connection with the hitters. To have veteran hitters like that, though, can help.
Voss with the serve. Frazier, cut shot. We talked with Mark Frazier in our last broadcast following a Mastodon win. And he mentioned, amongst everybody else, looking forward to these matches tonight and tomorrow night.
And he plays with a lot of emotion, so I can see for sure how the level of this match can get him fired up. Great set, by the way, by Paul Lamont's getting the single block, allowing Frazier to hit that hard angle kill.
Rosenthal to the left. Oh, block time. Polomots and Walker tag team it. And that brings us to our first media timeout of the night. A break in the action here at Arnie Ball.
Best thing about that 643, you got 3 kills from Melendez-Watts. You got 4 kills from Mark Frazier, 2 from Bryce Walker, 1 from Caden Fosdick. John Dietrich hasn't even had to put a kill on the floor yet.
Out of the timeout, Frazier commits a service error. Third on Purdue Fort Wayne. Hawaii now trails the set 15-13.
Strong front row for Hawaii up right now. Hawkes, best attacker on the team, still up there.
Polomots on the right side for Frazier, and that's dug out. Tip shot. And what do we got?
Well, we're going to have a net violation. It's called on Hawaii. Spiros Hawkes is adamant he was not the one in the net.
And Charlie Wade's going to post a challenge.
And you can see the Macedons pointing it was him. You can see Hawkes saying it wasn't me. And this is where the challenge comes in.
New procedures this year on the men's side. Each team starts with 3 challenges. If you win the challenge, you keep it. You lose the challenge, you lose it. And that's through sets 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we do go to a 5th set, each team is awarded 1 additional challenge. So we'll see what happens here.
And here at the Gates Arena, there at Arnie Ball Court, we have the Echo Replay system. It's a very strong system. I got a feeling, looking from what we can see, this is not an angle that they may be using. There's different angles the officials have that we don't. But gosh, you know, really hard to tell from that overhead angle, though. It might have looked like on the block when the Macedons piked. Yeah, it looks like when they piked to press, they got the top of the net with their forearms. We're going to maybe be able to see that here, but the call did go to Hawaii. So challenge upheld, or overturned, I should say.
And now Rosenthal can serve for a first set tie. Rainbow Warriors trailing 15-14. Polomot stays on the right side for Frazier. Oh, good hustle by Rosenthal. Dietrich. That's denied. Joshua at the net. Goes to Purdue Fort Wayne. I think.
Yeah, that's definitely a Purdue Fort Wayne ball. Really good presence of mind to stay in the rally. You can see Polomot's, what a block. He had to really judge that ball coming from far away. Hawaii's digging the ball right now. These digs are going to show up on the stat chart as digs, but really the quality of the digs right now, they're spraying them all over the gym. They're not really able to run offense off those digs. Dig to transition is a little difficult for them right now.
Bryce Walker to serve. Just a touch long. Bryce started the night with a career mark of 86 aces, which is second among active middle blockers in the country, most in the MIVA.
And that's always nice to have, is a middle who can serve the way Bryce Walker can. It's not typical. Middles are, you know, one of the top servers on the team.
On the run.
Just out.
Going wide.
Yeah, just out. It was another good tempo Bick. Frazier had a kind of broad jump to it and had to cut it a little bit and just went a little wide.
So we're tied at 16. Spiros Hakis continues to serve left to right here in the first set. Dietrich again over a triple block, dug out by Hakis. But it ends up being a Mastodon point. And John Dietrich finally has his first kill of the night.
And if you're winning 17-16 with only one kill by John Dietrich, you're doing a lot of things right, because he's such a good player and oftentimes a kill leader for the Dons. So it's nice to know they're getting so much offense from so many players.
Unfortunately, Pulamont served it into his side of the net. As they sometimes say, you win one, you lose one.
Yeah, you know, I like how aggressive the Dons are being, although that did not seem like a very aggressive serve. And if you're not going to serve aggressive, you got to put that ball in at least.
Here is Kurt Nurster, serving from the back middle baseline. Nice recovery, nice block by Melendez-Watts. Purdue Fort Wayne goes back on top 18-17.
Well, you've got two freshman setters on the floor, Rosenthal and Paula Motz, both with international experience as it happens, since Rosenthal is the setter for the junior national team.
Dietrich, deep serve. Hakis receives it. Boy.
But I am loving, Sakanoko's jump. I'm also loving, though, watching these two setters. Paula Motz right now is just doing a wonderful job of truly running an offense, choosing hitters, setting up, splitting blocks by setting over top of first tempo routes. Very good.
Sakanoko goes wide right with the serve.
And I suspect they did start in rotation 4 to have Sakanoko the first server, followed by Thim, and he's missed all his serves. So the lineup setup is not working, I think, the way Coach Charlie Wade intended it to.
Caden Fosdick follows suit and serves it into his side of the net. That's 7 service errors on Purdue Fort Wayne, 3 for Hawaii. Neither team yet with a service ace.
If anybody can get an ace, Keone Thim is the guy. He got an overpass his last time around.
Took something off it that time. Frazier blocked. Tip shot, Melendez-Watts. The old yo-yo shot, the change of pace shot from the right side.
That's the second time he's scored on an off-speed shot down the line, a tip or a roll, and you know, maybe something in the scouting report picked up by the coaches over on the Dons staff.
20-19, Mastodons on top. Melendez-Watts throws it high in the air, spins it wide left. The swing by Hawaii. And it's a 2-point lead, 21-19, and timeout called by Hawaii, their first timeout. We had the media timeout first.
That's a good timeout. Veteran coach, of course, knows when to call them. I'm seeing a lot of frustration on the Hawaii side, and that's something probably Coach Wade is going to try and get in check. Maybe they came in expecting a certain thing, and you're seeing Guilherme Voss right there kind of letting some of that frustration out on the wall. But, you know, if I'm the coach there, I'm saying, hey, we're in their home gym. They're fired up to play us. Settle down, play your game. And if I'm Coach Peratt, I'm keeping my guys right there where they are. The energy is good, the effort is fantastic, and they're playing fearlessly.
This is reminiscent of the first set that these two teams played in Hawaii last year. Mastodons led most of the set. Excuse me. They were up 20-18 with the serve, and then Hawaii got hot, and Hawaii won the first set 27-25, and it seemed like the air came out of the balloon.
Mike, I don't like what you're doing there, man.
Well, I'm just reporting the facts. Just reporting the facts.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Gamre Voss, a senior, Hakas, a senior, them, a senior. You know, you've got all these seniors who've played in some of the highest level pressure NCAA matches you can think of. They've all played in 4 championships, and you've seen them really emotional right now.
Which is a surprise.
Yeah.
Rosenthal became the attacker that time.
I like that choice. Voss is angry. He made a hitting error the last time out before the timeout. Really was upset about it. Nice choice by the young setter. That's a veteran type of set to go right back to the guy and get him a chance to go again.
Voss now serving for a first set tie. Good recovery by Walker after Hawaii block.
Yeah, we're going to have a net violation on the Dons there.
On Walker.
Yeah, he knew it too. It was good press, but aggressive.
So the set tied at 21 apiece.
And Voss went back and hit probably about an 80% level serve. Smart. See if he keeps it there. Yep.
Walker off the touch. I love that. Bryce looked to his right, crossed it with his left arm.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He had the block moving with him. Veteran in his own right. Another excellent senior out there, and knows how to hit around the block. It's one of the things he's usually really good at, and there's an example of that.
Frazier throws it up in the air. Tip shot, Dietrich there for the dig. The return pass, that is blocked. Good recovery by Melendez-Watts. Hakas blocked. Thiem to the rescue. And that'll be a Purdue-Fort Wayne point.
Just good effort on both teams. Macedon staying locked in though. And just really dial it in on Hakas. And you can see Hakas just trying to figure out how does he get through the block right now. He's very, you know, he match him. Don't get upset that they're playing good. Step up with them then. That's the message I would be given at least.
Mark Frazier, the junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, will serve at 23-21. Right side. Walker and Dietrich combine for the block. Triple set point, Purdue-Fort Wayne. Can they finish it?
And in comes Chaz Galloway, fourth year senior, perennial starter for the Rainbow Warriors and one of the All-Americans on the roster.
Of which they have several.
Yeah.
Set point. Frazier with the serve. Oh, it hit the top of the tape and came backwards. One set point erased.
2 opportunities here for the Dons.
The freshman setter Rosenthal to serve.
Good front row again, Sakanoko, Nusterer, and Hakas.
Tip shot by Dietrich. Oh, Thiem with a great dig. Dietrich with the block. And the first set is over. Goes to the home team on the scoreboard, the Purdue-Fort Wayne Mastodons, by a score of 25-.
Okay, we see you. We know what you're capable of. We underestimated you. We're going to settle down and play our game. But their emotions were running high all set. Every time they got blocked, they acted like they shouldn't have. They were frustrated. And if they can change that, they can settle down and play better.
Free ball chance for Hawaii to start the set. Voss off the shoulder but it stays alive. Hawkes, nice dig. One more shot. Long rally to start the set. Hawkes off 2 touches. Hawaii up 1-0.
You know, and we talk about this in our gym. You know, even though Hawaii won that point, we're okay with that point. We made them have to take 4 swings to get that kill. We dug up 3 attacks before that, and if they're going to have to work that hard to get every kill, that's a lot of work.
Spiros Hawkes to serve. You see he's already has 4 kills and 1 dig in this match. Walker dink shot kept alive. Oh. Dietrich dug out by Rosenthal.
And that's long.
Wide and long.
We've seen a couple different attacks already. We saw a tip, a roll shot attempted by Hawaii, so there is maybe some attacking variety. They're trying to put some variety into their attack. But man, the defense by the Dons right now, making Hawaii take 2 and 3 swings in a rally is gonna wear them down eventually.
Melendez-Watts long on the serve. 2-1 Rainbow Warriors. And that is service error number 8 on Purdue Fort Wayne. Guilherme Voss to serve from right to left. Frazier tries to shove it across to Walker on the floater just over the net.
Just using his fist, by the way, you know, making sure that he's able to punch that ball and snap it without following through with his fingers into the net. That's smart play. It was an overpass, but barely. So smart play there by Walker to use his fist.
Tied at 2, Mark Frazier to serve. And he goes long.
And the Dons have missed a lot of serves, but it's that aggressive serving that has gotten Hawaii out of system. So, you know, yes, Coach Peratt wants more in, no doubt, but not at the cost of hitting easy serves in and letting Hawaii get into a rhythm with their offense.
Alakui Todd, a senior from Hawaii, off the bench to serve. Frazier just inside the end line.
And there's Paul Amatz. One of his strengths, in my opinion, is his back setting. He keeps his hands real neutral. It's very hard to read and just flicks his wrist back and delivers nearly a perfect ball almost every time.
Bryce Walker mishit the serve. That's already 3 service errors in this set.
And again, that was a non-aggressive serve. Again, I'm okay with service errors if you're ripping them, but if you're trying to put it in play easily and you still miss, that's a little bit of a problem.
Jazz Galloway serving for the first time tonight, and he goes into the net. 4-4 here in the early moments of set number 2. And we talk about Andre Polomats. Again, he's 6'6" out of Serbia.
Again, he's just a freshman, but he carries himself so much older on the floor.
Averages just under 11 assists per set. And coming through is Nerster in front of the net. Hawaii back on top 5-4.
So Charlie Wade going with a more veteran lineup. Alka Todd, senior.
Yep.
Chaz Galloway, senior and All-American.
Nerster with the serve. Overpass. Easy pickings for Hawkes. Picking up his 5th kill.
You've got Hawkes, a senior. You've got Voss, a senior. So four seniors on the floor. Some experience maybe in tight, pressureful moments could do the trick for Hawaii.
Good serve by Nerster. Dietrich off the touch. John with his 2nd kill of the night. brings Purdue Fort Wayne to within 1. They trail the set 6-5.
And I mentioned this earlier, Dietrich, usually one of the top kill leaders for the Dons, and don't worry, he'll get his tonight, that's for sure. But to win set 1 without him providing much offense is fantastic. He certainly blocked well, that's for sure.
Jasso at the net, goes out, goes wide. Purdue Fort Wayne looking for a touch, and they're not going to get it.
Good job by the officiating crew there, making sure they get the call right, looking at the lines judges, just to make sure that there was no touch on that. And now we have just a lineup check by Coach Wade, making sure he's got the right server serving.
We should mention our officials tonight. The up official, Luis Ventura. The down official, Rod Rodriguez. Veteran crew. Rosenthal to serve at 7-5. Wow, nice dig by Galloway. Tip shot by Todd, and Hawaii's opened up a 3-point lead.
Taking a page out of Melendez-Watts' book with just the short tip down the line outside the block. Another good pass by the Dons, though. The theme of the night, the Dons passing well.
Timeout called by Ryan Perrott. So California, the last 2 in Hawaii. Coming out of a Mastodon timeout. Rosenthal with a slider down and away, if you will, for an ace, and it's 9-5.
Serving is a strength for Hawaii. They didn't really tap into it as much as they could have in the first set. And then the Dons, to their credit, handled the serves really, really well.
Rosenthal again. Frazier over a triple block down the line. And off the touch, he gets the point.
Great job by Frazier beating a triple block, waiting on him. Nice job of swinging for outside hands or through a seam and getting some hands.
On the run, Galloway off 2 touches. Hawaii 10, Purdue Fort Wayne 6 here in the second set.
With Galloway on the floor, he does do a really nice job of hitting that bic. They did not go to Keone Thim very much on that bic, but with Galloway in that position, we might see that more often now.
Hawkins to serve. Push shot, Thim with the dig in the backcourt. Galloway blocked. Big swing for Todd. Again, he is a 6'9" senior.
And, you know, maybe some of that veteran experience is maybe what the Rainbow Warriors needed. Sakanoko, fantastic jumper, really exciting player to watch, but, you know, as he got blocked, or you could see him lose his cool a little bit, especially at the end of that set, maybe a senior veteran might hold it together a little better.
Hawkins' serve about a foot too long, to which Purdue Fort Wayne says thank you very much. Axel Melendez-Watts will serve at 7-11 here in the second set. Galloway. Saved by Frazier. Oh, wow. Rainbow Warriors keep it alive. Dietrich on the run. Hawkins with the dig. Hawkins, yes.
Wow, what a scrappy possession, several possessions for both teams. We're gonna have a challenge call. Part of me thinks I saw the official hold up like a touch sign. So Coach Pratt is potentially challenging a touch, but I'm not sure where he might have, what he was looking at. I saw several of the Macedon coaching staff and players holding up 4 fingers. That's a universal sign for 4 touches, which is illegal. So that's what I thought he might be challenging on one of the plays made at the net there by Hawaii. So hard for me to tell what they're challenging, but
We get a look at
Hawkins,
the
if
replay.
they're hitting out of the back row, that ball, he's very clear of the attack line, so it's not an illegal back row attack. That ball looked in from our angle. But I'm not sure if they're challenging in or out. I just did not see the signal by the down official. It again looked like Coach Rock was asking for some sort of a touch.
If
just
nothing
confused
else,
as what the touch he's looking for is, unless he's saying there was a touch that led into a 4-contact play. The play I thought they might challenge is when the Mastodons made a really nice dig and they sent a real high second ball across, and Paul Amat's setter actually had to turn and swing on it. Let's see some rallies here. Galloway takes that high swing. Here's that ball. Frazier sends a really good ball. Paul Amat's is going to have to swing on it. And I think they're saying maybe in that net, 1 or 2 guys touched the ball before it was then played up and then played over. But call stands, so it's either going to see, the officials do have a signal for saying they couldn't tell, which if it's not conclusive, then you can't overturn it. But now I see Coach Barat talking to the down official, and they are talking about that play, so that's what they were challenging, but maybe there wasn't enough for the official to see. So
Purdue Fort Wayne
stands.
loses a challenge down to 2. Voss will serve right to left at 12-7 for Hawaii. Frazier wide right. 13-7 Hawaii. And this is a much different Hawaii team we're seeing in the second set than we saw in set number 1.
Well, they definitely seem more composed, that's for sure. They did not have much in the first set, and that could be the difference, just adding a couple more seniors onto the floor to settle things down.
Rosenthal with the dig. Cut shot by Todd.
Yeah, Alka Todd, that's his, I believe, 3rd kill of this set. He's done a nice job of settling down the offense for the Rainbow Warriors.
And Ryan Peratt calls the second and final allotted timeout in this second set. His team now trailing 14-7.
And the Dons just need to settle down just a little bit, go back to what was working for them, let Paul Amat's run his offense. Blocking was something that was working well. Serving hasn't been quite as aggressive. On the flip side, the Rainbow Warriors getting their serve going, getting much more aggressive with it, and taking quality swings and avoiding the Macedon block.
And another thing that I think I'm seeing, Steve, is we talk about Hawaii having been there, done that. They have been in the championship match each of the last 4 years.
Yeah, every
so
guy.
they've run the gamut.
Every guy on the floor right now, that's a senior, has played in all of those matches to some degree. Most of them have started those matches. Last
year they set a school record with 29 wins, but they play with composure, and they are really a combination of composure and determination.
Yep.
Because I think they feel they were embarrassed in the first set.
A little bit, yeah.
To some degree.
Yeah, if you saw the body language, for sure, you could see them very frustrated. So maybe veteran coach Charlie Wade getting to his guys, talking about that, but they're definitely playing much more composed.
Voss serves out of the timeout. Defensive dig by Voss goes long.
Yeah, that's self-defense is what that is. That's fantastic swing by Frazier over the top of the triple block. Hard angle. That ball's on him in a split second.
Now the timeout works for Purdue Fort Wayne. They snap the run. They get a point, they get the serve back, and we'll see how Mark Frazier can do now. Uh-oh! Miscommunication between Rosenthal and Todd results in a Mastodon point.
And the Dons have missed a good amount of serves. It's nice to see them starting to zip those back in. If they, again, that was the key serve. You know, one of the things is they want to pass well, but if they can get Hawaii out of system, that's going to help.
Oh, almost an overpass. Is there a net violation going over the net?
And actually, they're going to call the setter, Tread Rosenthal, over the net. He's not allowed to reach over onto the Macedon side and bring that ball back. If the ball's in the plane, he can do it. He's back row, though, so he definitely can't do it. But that ball went over the net. He brought it back, and he's back row. Can't do that.
So it's 14-10. Little deeper serve by Frazier. And off the touch from the right side, Todd comes up with the kill.
That's a good start at chipping away at this lead by the Dons, though. 3 good serves by Frazier. 1 an ace and 1 causing an overpass. And that's what the Dons need. String a couple of good service runs together.
Todd with a deep serve. Dietrich a little too strong. 16-10 Hawaii.
Dietrich trying to, create power. Set was left a little inside, so Dietrich wasn't able to kind of hit the angle he wanted.
Really shocking to see where John Dietrich has only 2 kills so far tonight.
What a pass.
Dink shot by Walker, pancake dig by Todd. And ball goes into the scorer's table. Point Mastodons.
Yeah, what I've liked is I've seen Hawaii, they've got this young setter, Tread Rosenthal. He's extremely talented, though. Plenty of international experience himself. He's a bright star for a U.S. national team and junior national team, and probably one day the national team. And I'm looking and I'm watching these seniors kind of grab him and speak to him and kind of show him the way, and I love that.
Bryce Walker with the service error. That's service error number 12, I believe, on the night.
And Rosenthal's got a lot of great things, but the one thing he doesn't have that the rest of his teammates have is all that experience. So
True.
It's nice to see them using their experience to help him grow.
Galloway with the dig in the backcourt. He's on the run and mishits it into his side of the net, I think. Or
It squeaked over. It got between the block and the net and just came down. So.
Okay. I was looking at
Galloway's leaping
official.
ability is amazing. He's able to get
The
to that
whole
ball
team.
and just hang and get enough on it to just get it over that tape.
That's long for a service error. 18-12, our second set score. And let's see what Andre Polomac can do. The native of Serbia.
He's such an even keel player. You see him back there thinking about his serve. It's a good one.
And there's that cut shot again by Todd.
What a difference Alka Todd has made. Again, Sakanoko, what a dynamic jumper and hitter. But Alka Todd has just been pretty flawless.
Outstanding.
That's 5 kills on 5 swings, and that's a difference in this set for sure, getting that steadiness out there.
Him with the serve. And it's going to become a service ace. Momentum favoring Hawaii in this second set. They're up by 8, 20-12.
And there's his specialty, heavy topspin, high velocity jump serve. That one had a lot of pace on it.
Dietrich kept alive. Hawkes down the line.
Well, it was a great serve. It was a fantastic pass, a perfect pass, a good run to Dietrich. Tim makes the dig off of his really good serve, and then they convert it. Hawkes wisely turns down the line with a triple block sitting on him.
There's a 3-letter word that comes to my mind, Steve, and that word is wow.
Yeah, smart play.
Nice block. 22-12, Rainbow Warriors.
Casey Lyons stepping in for the Dons in the middle.
And he is from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Perspiration being mopped up.
No doubt he probably spent some time in his youth going to watch the Rainbow Warriors.
I asked him before the match how many of these guys he knows, and he thinks he knows about 3 or 4, but he's watched a lot of them before that.
Another good pass.
And a miss hit by Lyons.
Now, that's something that Paul Amatz is really good about, is repeat setting. It's one of the things I really like about him. In that case, I'm not sure I set a freshman a repeat set when I'm down that much. Maybe I try and get John Dietrich going, who the Dons are going to need. Get his offense in a groove.
Dietrich rejected on the right side. On the run, Galloway.
You know, tough play defensively. Galloway's up there hanging. You're expecting him to unleash the ball, and he kind of power tips it deep and jams up Mark Frazier.
Multiple set points for Hawaii. Thim just long. And it's now 24-13.
Well, as good as a server Thim is, I really commend the passing on the Macedon side, managing that serve really well. And if I'm Dietrich right now, 24-13, I'm not trying to win this set on one serve. You need to get your team going. You need to get yourself going. Hit a good one. Don't try and hit the best ever.
And he hits it into the net. So set number 2 is officially over, this time won by the visitors, Hawaii, by a score of 25-13. Now comes volleyball's version of halftime, the 5-minute.
Middles a little more. That was effective early in the match.
Rosenthal serves to start set number 3. 2 blocks already by Hawaii in this opening salvo. 3 blocks by Hawaii. The 4th block goes into the Purdue Fort Wayne bench. 1-0 Mastodons.
Wow. I'm really impressed with the hard work Frazier just put in there. He had a transition and hit, transition and hit, transition and hit. That'll wear you out. And
now he's going to serve.
That's a great effort, and he's rewarded for it. But with Alake Todd in there, you can see it's a bigger right side block.
Yeah.
It's 6'9". He's going to be touching a lot more attacks.
And point Purdue Fort Wayne to take a 2-0 lead.
Well, if the Dons can get back in a groove with their serve, it was good in set 1. They were error prone in set 2 and then took a lot off of their serves. So if they can stay aggressive, Frazier was serving really well at the end of set 2. They can get something going here and again get Hawaii a little bit out of sorts.
Frazier again with the serve. Rosenthal stays on the right side for Hawkes. Hernandez keeps it alive. Free ball chance, Hawaii. Hawkes off the fingertips of Mark Frazier.
I really like that set by Rosenthal. He's ranging across the court. He had already set Hawkes in that rally. Guilherme Voss is up, available, and Hawkes knows that, and he kicks it away from him, getting a single block and giving Hawkes a second chance.
Hawkes will serve now at 1-2 here in the 3rd set. And he commits a service error. Something new, if you will.
Also, Coach Charlie Wade made a lineup change in that he rolled his lineup, this time starting in a more traditional rotation 1. He had been starting in rotation 4.
Walker with a service error.
What that does with the rotation 1 is it gets the big blocker Alake Todd, who also had a great second set, 5 for 5, gets him up in the front row right away.
Guilherme Voss to serve for Hawaii. Early moments, set number 3. Melendez-Watts down the line, but he is wide right.
Just missed the mark. Fantastic set by Paul Amatz, though. Against the flow, kicking it back, really hittable, and I like Watts, Melendez-Watts trying to go down the line, just missed it.
Service error. That's 2 this set now, and 9 overall for Hawaii. You take your points any way you can get them.
Polomat's back to serve.
He has 7 service aces on the season coming into this match. Clips the net, but it does get over. Rosenthal on the right. Oh, using his long arms, Todd comes through with a little touch kill.
That's really the only play he had. It was a really tight set, and smart play by the senior. Avoiding the block, dropping one in for a kill.
Who will serve now at 4-4. Right side, Dietrich finally off the touch. See if that gets John in track.
That's a great swing. Nice back set again. One of Polomat's strengths is the back set. Dietrich started his career with the Dons as the right side. He's real comfortable swinging from that side. So love that choice.
Hello to the Dietrich clan down in Florida and Louisiana. Big block. Casey Lyons and Melendez-Watts.
Well, Melendez-Watts, 6'10". As high as Galloway can jump, 6'10" is going to help block that every time.
Dietrich to serve again, right to left. Almost an overpass. Miss hit by Neuster.
Rosenthal doing his best to keep himself out of the net. Tight pass. When it's that tight, a lot of times it's pretty obvious it's going to go to the middle, especially if the setter's in trouble. So tough play all around.
Right side. And off the touch, Todd will come up. He now has 7 kills in 7 swings with no attack errors.
Well, he didn't get the start, but he's making a case to get one tomorrow night.
Galloway with the serve. Melendez-Watts dug out by Todd. Gets it back. Frazier denied on a triple block. Second chance, tip shot blocked. Right side, Melendez-Watts blocked. We touched base, Steve, about in the first set, no blocks at all for Hawaii. There they get 3 blocks on 1 play.
Yeah, well, they added some new players with height, which is helping. And they're veterans, so they know how to read sets and read plays really well, too.
Galloway with a service error. That gives Purdue Fort Wayne an 8-6 lead. And here is the freshman, Casey Lyons, 6'7" freshman from Miliani, Hawaii. And he caught the jet stream here at Arnie Ball Court. High and long. 8-7, our third set score. Purdue Fort Wayne on top. The redshirt freshman Kurt Neuster to serve for Hawaii.
Polomat's with a lot of options here. He's got Walker out of the middle. He's got Dietrich coming out of the back row. He's got Frazier, who's been hot all night on the left.
Let's see what happens. Over the net, over the net. Are they going to get the point to Hawaii?
Yeah, they're going to say that what they're saying.
Rod Rodriguez.
They're going to go talk about it, but the initial call was made saying the ball was in the plane, which there doesn't look like it was, but they're going to say the ball was in the plane and back row setter can't go and rescue it. So they're discussing if the ball was in the plane or not is my guess. What I mean by that in the plane is any part of the ball is on Hawaii's side, that's in the plane. And if it's completely on Hawaii's side, then it's over. And they're saying that's the right call. Back row, setter, playing the ball on Hawaii's side of the net.
Ryan Perrott talking to the down official, Rod Rodriguez, about that call.
If the ball is completely on the Macedon side, the block cannot touch that ball. But once it's in the plane, it's fair game. And then Polomat's becomes an illegal back row attacker.
So it is 8-8 and number 8. Once again, Kurt Nerster out of Columbus North High School in Indianapolis will serve. Deep serve, long run for Polomatz. Frazier blocked. Polomatz keeps it alive. Frazier again blocked. Wow. Third chance, blocked. We go to the right side. Melendez-Watts. Just long.
It was a really good choice by Polomatz to get it away from that action. We saw a similar rally at the start of the set where they just kept going back to Frazier, and he just kept meeting the block over and over and over again. So I like that choice, but you know, Melendez-Watts has had a couple good sets that he's not been able to put away. And then Hawaii doing a great job of making the Dons take 2 and 3 and 4 swings with excellent blocking.
9-8 Hawaii now. Dietrich, and that's denied by Todd. Wide left on the swing. And timeout called by Purdue Fort Wayne as they now trail this third set 10. Welcome back everybody to Arnie Ball Court. Set 3 in our best of 5 match between 4th ranked Hawaii and unranked Purdue Fort Wayne. Match even at a set apiece, but the Rainbow Warriors have a lead of 10-8 here in the third coming out of a Purdue Fort Wayne timeout.
Statistically, Hawaii only has 1 block, but watching the rallies, they're touching about every swing the Dons are taking, causing the Dons to have to take 2, 3, 4 attempts on the ball. And their blocking schemes are fantastic right now, really causing a lot of strife on the Don side, who are hitting 0 for the set.
Yeah, Nerster with a service error, so it's 10-9, and Melendez wants to serve for Purdue Fort Wayne. Clips the net, but gets over. Rosenthal, the setter, became Rosenthal, the attacker.
Smart play. Really low, tight pass, turns on it, and flicks it down. Really hard one for the blockers to read.
And now the freshman setter will serve. Frazier again over a triple block, and he's denied. Walker mishits it.
And Polomatz really forcing that set right there. I mean, rightly so, he's trying to find some daylight for his hitters. One of the problems for the Dons right now is their serve receive has kind of
disintegrated.
Yeah, kind of gone downhill a little bit. I mean, they're not passing bad, but they're not passing as good as they were, allowing Polomatz to split the block and get seams for his hitters.
Walker denied. Hawkes hit the tape and spun wide right. Point Purdue Fort Wayne.
Hawkes showed that he can hit some extreme angles, and that was a little too extreme, maybe.
Way extreme, but it will give Purdue Fort Wayne a chance to get just a little bit closer. Mark Frazier to serve at 10-12.
Last time in this rotation, they got Hawkes the ball on the right side. We'll see if they go to it again right away.
No, Voss with a miss hit on a short set.
That would have been the time to do it. Going against the grain, that's the way Hawkes got his kill the last time, was an against the flow set, and pretty much the same from the same location that Rosenthal was the last time.
So it's now 12-11 Hawaii. Frazier clipped the net again. Hawkes showing his athleticism to get it across. Dietrich right at the feet of Galloway. And we're tied at 12 here in the third set.
Dietrich is starting to come alive. He's had a few great swings, a few kills, and looks like he's heating up just in time.
Now has 4 kills, and I believe 3 of them have come in this set. All square at 12 apiece. Frazier throws it up in the air, and it zoomed over the Hawaii bench.
Miss hit there, didn't get his hand over the top of the ball and floated it long.
Hawkins to serve. And he goes just long. It's now 12 service errors on Hawaii tonight.
Walker definitely has the ability to cause trouble with his serve, and the Dons could use him right now to hit a good one.
Right side, nice block. Going to the left, tip shot. Galloway. 14-13 Hawaii.
Smart play by Galloway. Again, tight set. Good choice to not try and force anything and just play that outside seam. If he gets a piece of the block, he could tool it, and if not, it drops it in short for a kill.
Notice Casey Lyons in for Walker for Purdue Fort Wayne. And Lyons specked one down the middle. (14-14) here in the third.
And then if you're a Casey Lyons, that's got to feel good to get a kill on your hometown team that you grew up watching.
Yeah.
And that's the type of stuff that could get momentum going.
He was excited when I talked to him before the match, looking forward to playing in this match.
Yeah.
Just wide right, the serve by Pulamats. So it's a 1-point Rainbow Warrior lead, 15-14.
All right, Don's deep in serve receive, ready for this top spin serve.
Alakui Todd to serve. Melendez-Watts just inside the line.
And Pulamats beginning to get it going again. It's another single block he finds for his hitters. Watts converts.
He now has 5 kills tonight. Dietrich with the serve. Rosenthal almost tripped. Galloway blocked. Second chance. Off of Dietrich into the crowd.
Galloway showing his jumping ability there. Not much approach. Really using his leaping ability and going over top of the block and spraying it off John Dietrich's arms.
Galloway, a 6'3" senior out of San Diego.
Kind of in a really pivotal point in this match. Both teams trading points. Who's going to be the one that gets a little separation?
Just over the net. Nice receive by Dietrich. Finally, Frazier gets a break off the touch. Mark with his 9th kill ties the set at 16.
Really good kill. Again, Frazier has been hitting against a double or triple block this whole set. Does a nice job of swinging high hands, getting that deep corner high hands kill.
Lions with the service error. So it's 17-16 Hawaii.
Still trading points. Here comes somebody that could potentially break the set open if he hits a couple real good serves. Again, though, the Macedons has been handling his serve quite well. Keone Thim.
Frazier kept alive. Thim with an outstanding dig. Tip shot. Point Hawaii.
You know, and I mean, it kind of looked like that ball was down from here. Coach Pratt asking his players what they thought, and he's going to go ahead and pull that challenge card out.
He has 2 available challenges left, and he's going to use one of them right now.
I mean, it was a fantastic pass. Really good set by Pulamats. Had a seam in a block, buried it. We're taking a look at how the play ended. We're going to want to see the Macedon attack, and that's what the down official is going to be looking at. Yep.
Right now.
So the challenge is on the Macedon attack that Thim did or did not dig. And again, we have a few angles here with our broadcast.
In fact, there are 10 such angles. with that system that's in place.
Them hit a really good serve. The Dons made a very good pass. Here's the serve. Really good pass by Wilmer Hernandez. And here's that single block swing. Ah, it looks like it went off his foot. His left foot. From where I'm sitting, I thought it hit the ground, but that angle could be the foot. I'd like to see it again.
You request. Will they honor your request? That is the question.
Well, there's some fans having a good time. That's some members of the herd and some members of the women's volleyball team. There's Don.
You know a few of them.
And it is going to stay with Hawaii. And yeah, I think it went off Keone Thim's foot. Kick save and a beaut.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Purdue Fort Wayne, that leaves them with just one
left
challenge.
Foot inside of the foot, and up it goes.
Yep, you're right.
That's 2 great digs Thim has had off after a good serve. Same play.
Frazier
no kick side this time. An identical play, almost to a T. He even had his left foot out there. Again. Well, you know, credit to them making a good serve and a great dig. And that was enough to give a 2-point separation. Dons get it back within 1.
Nice block at the net. Walker, Frazier.
Oh,
Hernandez with the dig. Frazier blocked. What else has been new tonight? Mark again.
Oh.
Into the crowd.
Well, you know, I mean, that's he hit that one way out of bounds, but that's the Hawaii block forcing him to swing high. We call that a high hands swing. He's intentionally trying to get the fingertips of the blockers and then sail it out of bounds, but he's really having to swing high because the block of the Rainbow Warriors is so high.
Rosenthal with the serve. Dietrich blocked by Voss. 20-17.
I really liked that run. We haven't seen Dietrich out of the back row a lot, but Hawaii wasn't fooled. Really good patience and eye work by Guilherme Voss.
Timeout called by Purdue Fort Wayne, their second of the set. And it's basically crunch time at 20-17.
Right, and so what the Dons are trying to figure out right now is, okay, side out, who are we going to run here? Who's going to be our option? I really liked that choice there on the Bick to Dietrich, but look at Voss not bite on the middle attack. Great blocking communication. You had Hawkes stay with Walker. You had Voss hold for the Bick. Perfect execution. Very, very well done by the Rainbow Warriors there. So right now the Dons are going to have to figure out what are they going to do. You know, a lot of times teams might use the blue here. Melendez-Watts has been good tonight. How comfortable do they feel going to Melendez-Watts on the blue? Of course, you can try Dietrich again. You have Frazier, but they've had Frazier's number this set.
Oh,
as good as Frazier has been attacking, they've just been doing a nice job of containing him. So we'll see if we get a good pass. The set that Paul Amatz makes is going to be the set that was intended out of the timeout.
Mark Frazier, 10 kills, but he's had to take 31 swings to get those 10 kills.
Yeah, Hawaii doing a really good job of containing him. He's playing good volleyball, but he's up against a huge block.
Frazier again.
That's
dug
good
out
high
by
hands.
Galloway in the backcourt. Just in on the swing by Todd. 21-17 Hawaii.
Nice dig by Chaz Galloway. Frazier did take a really nice high hand swing, but Galloway was able to make a good dig and then good transition to attack. Alaka'i Todd, automatic tonight.
Long on the serve by Rosenthal. 21-18 now. Purdue Fort Wayne trails by 3.
Frazier has been serving well for the Dons. it's important that he goes back and hits a good one here. Dons need to close the gap.
He has the only service ace for Purdue Fort Wayne tonight thus far. Touch, tip shot. Oh, pancake dig by Walker. Melendez-Watts, theme with a dig. Wow.
Hawkes rising up, finding the seam in the block, burying it. Good, good variety in his attack. He's been slamming the ball. He went up and dropped a tip in, causing Walker to get on the ground, make that pancake play. And once you do that, once you get somebody on the ground, you know, you've got chaos on the other side. And they're able to make the dig off Watts and then really put it away.
Hawkes to serve. Dietrich denied by Rosenthal. Galloway, look out! Point Hawaii. Suppose I could have leaned back and have it hit my head and spin off.
Knock some sense into you?
I've needed that for over 70 years. Trust me.
Well, Hawaii down the stretch here is doing an excellent job of digging and converting their digs into good attacks and kills.
Frazier from the right side. And it's 23-19.
And a little warning to the Macedons, you're not allowed to talk through the net. And Macedon's showing a little emotion, letting them know they're not going away. It's a little too much.
Walker with the serve. Overpass? No. Walker with the dig. Dietrich denied. Walker's going to try to set up Melendez-Watts on the right side, and Rosenthal digs it out. Galloway kept alive by Dietrich. John off the touch. Yes.
Yeah, veteran play there. Dietrich knew what he was doing the whole time. Wasn't a set he could swing on. Smart play. You see him eyeing the right hand of Alakai and just pressing it off his hand.
So it's now 23-20. Hawaii with the lead. Bryce Walker for Purdue Fort Wayne with the serve. Wow.
I tell you what, Hawkes has raised his level, and his level was already high, but he has said, we're finishing this set, and he has really blasted the ball his few times through.
We mentioned he's a two-time second-team All-American. He wants to go one ring higher this year. Sakanoko seeing his first action in a while, and he comes in to serve for the third set.
Well, his jumping ability in his arm could make for a good serve, but yet again another service error for Sakanoko.
24-21.
With the way Hawaii is siding out, they can play that risk. They can put in a high-risk, high-reward server, and if he doesn't make a serve, they've got 3 set points to work with, and they've been siding out at a good rate.
Polomats with the serve. Right side. Easy pickings for Todd, and set 3 is in the books, and it goes to Hawaii by a score of 25-21. So the Rainbow Warriors have now taken a 2-set-to-1 lead in this best-of-5 match. Once again, the teams will switch ends. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, set number 4.
Is the good passing to allow Polomats to open up seams in the block.
Let me ask you two questions, or two-pronged question. Do these teams play set 4 like a normal set 3 with one team up 2 sets to none?
Well, yeah. I mean,
and the reason I asked that, we know, and you know from experience with coaching your team, if you're either up 2-0 going into the third, you relax a little bit. And if you're down 2-0, you got nothing to lose.
Well, I don't think Hawaii is going to relax because they saw what can happen if they give their opponent too much slack. And so I think we're going to see Hawaii play their hardest. And I think the Dons are in a must-win situation. And so I think we're going to see their best too.
Melendez-Watts goes wide left, 2-0 Hawaii to start the set.
this wouldn't be a veteran team if if they did things like rest on a 2-1 lead, right?
That's true.
So see if the Dons get their passing going again. It started to come alive at the end of the second set.
Tread Rosenthal with the serve. Look out. And what do we got?
We got a net violation
on Hawaii.
I think it was on Alika Itad, who's been nothing short of spectacular for the Rainbow Warriors since entering in the second set.
John Dietrich will serve now for Purdue Fort Wayne. On the run, Galloway off of Dietrich. Dietrich and the libero, Wilbur Hernandez, almost collided.
Man, we've seen Galloway do that multiple times. Go up, hang in the air, and then kind of just power tip it. So I'm not sure if it's a misconnection thing or if it's something that he sees he can do. But with the young setter, it could be a connection thing for sure.
And that'll be an ace for Spiro Hakis.
Well, Hakis blistered that ball.
That may have been the hardest serve tonight by anyone from Hawaii.
Quite possibly. Really got on Frazier before he could even almost form his platform fully.
Wow, did he change something there? Miss hit by Casey Lyons.
And that's you know, we've seen, you know, some veteran players do that. We call that yo-yo serving, when you rip one, then you drop a short one in, kind of like a change-up in baseball. He could go back to hitting a hard one now, which he does, just a little too much.
Goes long. So it's a 5-2 Rainbow Warrior lead. Casey Lyons, the native of Hawaii, will serve for Purdue Fort Wayne. Dietrich off the touch, makes it 5-3.
That's a nice overpass for the Dons to get, especially coming with a middle serving in Casey Lyons.
Rosenthal keeps it on the right side, off 2 touches. Melendez-Watts gets it over, but it's a free ball opportunity. Can Dietrich get there? Can anybody else get there? Point Hawaii.
And the Mastodons, you know, putting all their effort out on the floor there, but those digs spraying everywhere. It's hard to mount an attack if you're going to send free balls over. You're going to be making tough digs like that all night. Good job by Hawaii continuing to apply pressure.
Guilherme Voss to serve at 6-3. Melendez-Watts denied. Jasso at the net. Hakis wide left. Tried to get Galloway, and it was too tight.
It was a good swing by Melendez-Watts into the right back, which is the setter, causing an out-of-system situation and a bad second touch. Nice choice by Paul Amatz to find the single block for Watts, Melendez-Watts.
The 6'10" junior serves. Wow, what an effort there. Frazier, yes!
And they're going to call that ball out of bounds. They're going to say it went outside the antenna. We'll get a look here. This is kind of a hard angle for us to tell. Really good swing by Frazier, given where the ball was set from.
Point Hawaii.
The lines judge had the call right away. It was going to be a tough swing no matter what, just where that second ball was coming from. We're going to get a good look at that here. And yeah, way outside the antenna.
Cool. Todd to serve. And he'll get an ace.
And, you know, Wilmer Hernandez, wearing the libero jersey for the Mastodons, has really been solid in serve receive tonight. It's one of the first times I've seen him struggle with the pass. fifth-year senior. I see him tell his teammates, I got the next one. We'll see what happens. Pretty good.
Yep. Frazier, dink shot.
Good change of pace. I like that choice. I'm not sure if he was coached on that or if he came up with his own, but obviously it's easy to say I liked it because it worked. But, you know, he's been hitting on that double and triple block for the past set and a half.
He may have nightmares tonight.
Time to switch it up, and it works.
And now he'll serve. Unfortunately, he serves it into the net. So the Rainbow Warriors advance their lead now. It is 9-5 here in set number 4. Jazz Galloway to serve for Hawaii. Galloway with a dig. And off the touch. Todd again.
Another good conversion off of a dig by the Rainbow Warriors. I like that. Rosenthal has really settled in. He's really putting up a quality ball to his hitters right now, mixing his offense up, finding a lot of different hitters, and the hitting percentage of the Rainbow Warriors showing it.
Short set for Walker. Oh, wow.
Choi with a great play.
Hawkins at the 3-meter line. Hernandez with the dig. Just long. The swing by Frazier. And time
early in the set. Yeah, that 083 is a combination of lots of good block touches and some good attacks by Hawaii, forcing Dons into tough situations. Dietrich getting that ball off the block and out of bounds. And one thing that we talked about really early in the match was the Dons need to continue to spread their offense out, because if they get stuck going to their outside, that big 6'9" block is just going to have its way. And that's been starting to happen. So look for Paul Amontz, a really nice setter, to try and mix it up again. And
Hawkins just keeps on going. He's like a Timex watch, just keeps on ticking.
Yeah, he's really dialed in now. Was real emotional in the first set. Came out in the second set, got in control, raised his level, and he's been up that way. he's been up at that level all night after that.
Got 12 kills, hitting .308. Nurster with the serve. Let's see what Dietrich can do. Wide right.
Hawkins only had 1 kill in set 1. He hit 0 in set 1. 1-1-6 was his line. 1 kill, 1 error, 6 attempts.
Yeah.
So he's put 11 on the board since then, and he's been doing it with style.
Nurster again with the serve, and he'll get an ace out of it.
And that strong Rainbow Warrior serve is really starting to get in its groove. Couple aces already early. Don's wiping the floor over there and huddling up and getting it together. And
there is still a time to come back.
There is time. There is time.
Hawaii still got to get 11 more points, so Purdue Fort Wayne's got to retrieve the magic they had in set number 1.
Nusser hits another good serve.
Frazier.
One of the things that that we're seeing the Dons is they're generating more offense out of that blue. They've shifted Melendez-Watts to the middle back while he's back there, and putting Frazier on the right back and letting Frazier swing on that blue, which has helped a little bit. A little more terminating power from Frazier.
Hawkins rejected.
Very nice play.
Rosenthal with the dig. Hawkins over triple block. Hernandez there for the dig.
Great read.
Saved by Hernandez. Dietrich.
Well, before the timeout, I was going to give credit to Choi for stealing a rally or two with some nice digs he made, and now I'm going to give that same credit to Hernandez. Each libero won a rally for their team, in my opinion, in this set. Hernandez with a phenomenal read on Hakas.
Unfortunately, Polomats with a service error.
Right, and at this point, when you're down 15-8 or 14-8 at the time, and you make a great play to get to 14-8, you want to go ahead and try and not do that, miss a serve. I know that sounds silly to say, but you want to start trying to string points and build on great plays. Like, you had a great play by Hernandez. Dietrich got the kill off the block, a really good kill. You want to build on that. You want to build the momentum.
Rosenthal with a service error. It's 14-9, and here's John Dietrich to serve. And he has just had a tough night all the way around.
Yeah, and you know, Dietrich, man, he's got such heart. He plays with such fire, and you know, it's possible, you know, he's bringing all he can, and he's, you know, potentially a little frustrated that it's not converting into a good stat line. But you know, we know how good he is, and we know we'll see more good stuff from him.
Rosenthal with a block of Frazier, 16-9, Hawaii.
Alaka'i just pressing over the net, just grabbing that ball and straight down. It's just Frazier has played really well tonight, but it is a lot to ask to go against a 6-9 block all night long when they know it's coming.
Melendez Watts off the touch.
High hands, deep swing. Nice job by Watts.
And it's 16-10.
As good as Frazier is playing, he needs his teammates to get those kills. He needs the right side to put a ball away. He needs the middle to put a ball away. The more they do that, the more he gets an opportunity to find seams in a block.
Making his first appearance of the night, Raul Papaleo Jr., son of the Hall of Famer here at the university. Voss somehow kept alive by Frazier with a one-handed dig. But coming through once again, Todd with his 12 kills in 18 swings and no attack errors tonight for Todd. And he didn't play in the first set.
Nope. Really, I think Sakanoko, who started, is a dynamic, exciting player, but I love the steadiness that Alaka'i Todd has brought to the lineup. I like the move by Wade bringing him in.
Frazier again with kill number 14.
Gap go combination there. You've got Walker up on what we call a gap, just a little short set over top of that, just enough to make the block bite and then take that line swing. Very well run pattern there. Opportunity for Rosenthal to use his middle, and he takes advantage of it. You got to keep that variety. You got to keep the block guessing, and Rosenthal does a nice job there, taking advantage of a good pass. By the way, Hakas, as good as he's been offensively, he's been passing the ball really well tonight.
Kevin Calling, fans might remember him here in Fort Wayne. He was the setter for Lewis University the last 4 years. He's off the bench. He transferred or utilized his COVID year. And timeout call, I believe, by Purdue Fort Wayne.
Yeah, he's used to this, Jim, no doubt.
Yes, he.
Alaka'i Todd in. He's definitely had his chance to show what Coach Wade what he could do. And
Calling serves out of the timeout. One-hand dig by Dietrich. Frazier cut shot. Galloway digs it out, gets it back left side off the touch. And he picks up his 8th kill of the night to make it 21-11 Hawaii here in the 4th. Rainbow Warriors in control. 4 points away from winning this match. Dietrich, dug out by Rosenthal. Galloway, off the touch. Walker tried for the block, mishit it.
Looks like Calling's running the offense now, and Rosenthal's acting as a right side.
High toss. And that's going to be an ace. As the return of serve goes wide right.
Well, the veteran fifth-year senior showing he's still got it. Hasn't seen action all night. Comes in, rips several good serves. That's hard to do sitting on the bench all night and come in and hit serves like he has. And
he hits the tape and goes backwards. One more note on Calling. He'll get to see his old team later on in the next, I believe, couple of weeks. The Outrigger tournament, which has gone on for years, in which Purdue Fort Wayne played last year. This year, Lewis is going to be in that field.
So Sakanoko checks back in, and Calling's going to stay in the set. So it turns into kind of like a 6-2 formation for the Rainbow Warriors.
Service ace for Frazier.
And this is an interesting lineup for Charlie Wade, is that, you know, as the season wears on, if they can get comfortable making this switch late in sets where, you know, you don't want to have the front row setter and you want to have three hitters up all the way around late in a set, you've got this veteran setter in Calling who definitely can do the job. Speaking of veteran, that's a crafty play right there. You know it's an overpass. You show like you're going to jump and try and save it, and then you don't, and falls. And
the other team
that's
gets caught
tricky.
flat-footed.
That's tricky. As a blocker, you're taught not to jump with the back row setter, which the Dons didn't do.
Chaz Galloway serving for the match. Dietrich.
Nice
denied. Tip shot. Walker, I think, got the hand on it. And it's 24-14. Bryce Walker will serve. Short set. Big swing for Nurster, and that'll do it. As